tell someone to tell someone to tell someone that I am live. Yesterday I couldn't come live. I was supposed to talk about it yesterday, but I couldn't come live. So right now, let's talk. I've got updates for you. Hello and welcome. My name is Gillian, and this is Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, we discuss trending issues. Everything that's trending right now, be sure to get it on Contemporary Views. So, get in. We have some news updates to talk about. I am broadcasting on YouTube here and on Facebook here. So if you happen to see me tilt my head from side to side, that is because I have audiences on different sides. The weekend was very busy for me. I didn't find time to come. I didn't find time to come live. I couldn't give you the updates that I had. Yes, I have recorded videos. I am still uploading them. When they are fully uploaded, you will get to see them. But for now, I must come live. Let's talk about the updates first. So just give me a moment to share my live. All right. Okay, give me a moment to share my live. A lot has been happening. So many things have been going on social media. Actually, content creators cannot even follow the trend because too many things to talk about. So just bear with me. No matter how late I am, I sure will bring you the update. I sure will bring you the juice that you need to hear. Nothing is going to pass us by on Contemporary Views. We're going to be talking about everything. Now, as you can see on the caption, I am talking about two separate incidences. Hi there, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Where are you joining in from? When you join in, you like the video. When you join in, you let me know where you are joining in from. All right? Where are you joining in from? Hi there. You're welcome. Now, just like I was saying, too many people have been on the news lately, and we have lots of updates that we have to do. All right? So we have to get talking. So if you're joining in for the first time, my name is Gillian and this is Contemporary Views. Do well to like the video. If you've not yet subscribed, do so you can get notifications when I'm live, like now. Yes, 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 and yes. Like the video. Tell me, where are you joining in from? Where are you watching in from? I need you to like the video and tell me where you are watching from. My live sessions are usually interactive. If you know anything about the topic, you can drop it at the comment section. You can ask questions if you must. Thank you so much. I see the likes increasing. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for joining my live this day. All right, we have two topics we will be talking about. Usually my lives are not long. I usually do not intend for it to be long. That's always the case. Just give me a moment to share. Okay. Oh, Emet, I'm sorry about that. That is not of my making. Oh, Pioneers, thank you so much for joining my live. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to like the video, all right? Tell me, where are you joining in from? If you have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button so you get notifications when I'm live. I need you to subscribe. Thank you so much, Pioneers. Thank you so much. Um, let's delve into the video. Let's delve into the video. Now, you can see on the caption there, I'm talking about two different cases today. Yes. Pinus is joining in from the US. Thank you so much, Pinus. Thank you so much. Love from me to you in the US, all right? Now let's talk about a 43-year-old Nigerian man. You can see his face on the caption there. For those of you on YouTube, there's a poster. You can see his face there. For those of you on Facebook, I'm sorry, I don't have the option to add in the face of the man. Actually, this man is 43 years old. He is of Nigerian descent, but he now lives in the UK, in the United Kingdom. This man he's called David, I think Abimbola, something like that. He's called David. So David is on the news for the wrong reason. Yes, David is on the news for the wrong reason. There is a video out there. You could see David expressly chatting up a young girl who is only 14 years of age. I want to believe that most of you, my audience, are parents and you will not oblige if you find that happening. How can someone who is 43 years old go to a dating site where teenagers are members and then begin to chat them up and then lying to them about his age? He said that he is 20 years old and was chatting this young girl who said she was only 14. Along the line, he made mention of the fact that he had wanted for this girl to let her family, her parents, know that a man was chatting her online. I don't see how that is true. I don't understand why he would want her family to know that he was chatting her. These are two people from different dispensations and two different generations. An older man who is married with 3 kids, who is 43 years old, who has lived majority of his life in hardship in Nigeria, and he was lucky enough to secure a student visa to the US, and he's been accompanied by his wife and kids because it was the visa could go with his family. Now he gets there, he doesn't mind his business, he doesn't study whatever he went there to study. He now devises means on how to meet and talk to minors, to young girls who are old enough to be his own children, while lying to them about the whole incident. I don't know what is wrong with some of the men we now have in Africa. It is shameful that one woman is not enough for you. So in some religions, especially in Islam, a man is allowed to marry 4 women. For those who are pagans, they can even marry more than that the 4 that Islam covers. There are many older women out there if this man actually wanted a relationship. Oh, Islam, hi. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining my life. You're welcome. You're always there. Thank you so much for always supporting. Okay. Now, so if they happen to find a much older woman, I think it makes sense, because you would not go on a dating spree or you go and start chatting 14-year-old girls. You go to a teenage site where teenagers play to start chatting them up inappropriately. That is very wrong. It is pretty embarrassing. So many of you have already seen the video. I'm doing fine, Islam. Thank you so much. How are you? I want to believe that many of you have seen the video already. But for those of you who have not watched that video, I may be able to play I may be able to play the video for you so that you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Oh, Islam, it's great. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. All right. I'm glad you're doing really well. Okay, so guys, I need you to listen up for to this guy, to the man.
In all of these chats, you didn't once say I don't believe you're not 14. You were talking to her about school. You were talking to her about school. About school. So children go to school, yeah? That's when he said he's going to school. That's what he talk to her. Face a study. Right. Just face a study. You know, like, there was a woman, he said, yeah, you sent to her. Once he said, I didn't know what to become in the future. I said, okay, why can't I go for nursing? Just let me see the name to talk to the person to face a story. You know, so there's even like watching a Christian man addressing me, I don't do it. I don't give thing marvelous. I don't do anything. Anything I don't pass the boundary. I was a Christian man addressing the boundary that you passed. Okay. Is when she told you she was 14. Okay. You carried on talking. That's where you should stop. Okay. Yeah. That's no mistake. But it's a massive mistake, and it's going to change the rest of your life. Is there any what? You're going to be arrested. It hasn't got to this. It has to.
Hi, Avery. Thank you for joining.
We know. Just joking. It's not joking. When it's what did I just say to you? If this was your child, yeah.
Okay, guys, you can hear the officer loudly telling the guy that he is going to be arrested. All right. Thank you so much. If you're joining in for the first time, my name is Gillian, and this is Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, we discuss contemporary issues. Everything that is on the media, everything that is on news, everything that is making rounds around social media. We talk about it here on Contemporary Views. Now, for those of you who are just joining in just now, we are talking about a Nigerian man who is 43 years old. Every thank you so much. Thank you. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to like the video and then you subscribe so you would get notifications when next I'm live. So now this man was caught having an inappropriate communication with a 14-year-old. He was chatting this 14-year-old. He actually went to a site where 14-year-old or teenagers chat themselves. He got in there lying to them that he is only 20 years old. Now, I take great offense to this because he is supposed to be an adult. He is supposed to know his right from his wrong. Now, if Africans move to overseas, if they move to a new land, I want to believe that they should begin by learning the laws of that land. You should learn what is appropriate and what is not appropriate for you to stay in peace. More so, we see this every day happening on social media. We always have these things happen every day. It's not the first time we are seeing a man being taken away just because he had inappropriate relationship with a minor. You already know that this is wrong. You already know deep down in you, when you are in the process of doing that, you know deep down in you that you are wrong. But you just want to satisfy your ego. You just want to satisfy that urge to talk to a child. What business do you have with a child? You are 43 years old. What possibly can you be discussing with a 14-year-old girl? In that video, he was telling the officers that he wanted for the girl to tell her parents that a man was chatting her up. For crying out loud, they have their own culture over there. At 14, 15, 16, they are allowed to mingle amongst their age mates. You who is much more older have no business mingling in that space. Whatever you went there to do, Islam, maybe you should rephrase. Rephrase. I don't get it. Your question. You can rephrase and ask me again. I don't get it. What does a 43-year-old have with a 14-year-old? I don't believe that he was even supposed to even get into that site because his age mates are not there. He doesn't have any business staying in that place. We Africans, I want to say we don't learn. We are so slow, we are so primitive, we are so backward, and we don't like to learn. You go to a new place, you learn the laws of that place. For you to be able to live in peace in that place, you should know the laws. If you don't know the laws, there is no way you're going to be living in that place in peace. It is not like in Nigeria where you can do stuff and get away with it. Now, it is very comfortable for people to say that this is what he actually did back home. This is someone who has pedophile vibes. It is very, very possible people would say that now, even if he is not that kind of a person. There's a point in the video where he was asking her about her virginity, that is she a virgin? And when the officers were asking him why he would ask her that, he said he was just advising her on the necessity of keeping her virginity. Now, what business do you have with a 14-year-old girl and her virginity if you are not looking to destroy that virginity? What business do you have? Things happen every day. People get to see it every day, but they never ever get to learn from these things. Right here on Contemporary Views, we learn from the things that happen to other people. I personally believe that you do not have to be a victim for you to learn from a situation. Just because that situation did not happen to you, you won't just stay and let go. No. You will do that which is right, so you don't fall into that same mistake again. But people will not learn. We all have our children at home. We all have nieces. We all have daughters. We all have cousins who are females and who are younger. We need to protect these children from people like David. Now he's been incarcerated by the UK government and he is going to serve a prison term. After serving his prison term, I am sure he's going to be deported. What about the money he used to bring his family over to the UK? What if he is the main person on that visa? If he is the main person on that visa, I wonder if his dependents are going to stay back if he is being deported. This is how somebody has struggled so much in life, built a life for himself, and then used his own hands to destroy everything that he has done for himself and his family. And now he will go about calling the devil. It is the work of the devil. It is the work of the devil. For crying out loud, can people leave the devil alone? Can they let the devil be? The devil is somewhere, roaming the earth up and down and doing stuff, but people will just be calling his name. I don't believe in people still accusing the devil these days. Some of you are the devil himself, because there's no way you're going to be chatting with a 14-year-old. Of course, you know that she told you she's 14, and you know that that relationship is inappropriate. You know that that conversation is inappropriate, but you keep on having the conversation until you are caught with your hands in the cookie jar. I wonder what he's going to say in his defense that is going to set him free. I don't think he's going to be let off the hook without any punishment. He's surely going to get punished on this. He's not going anywhere without punishment. I hope that those of you watching me now are learning from these things. Those of you watching right now, copy and learn, all right? When you move to a new place, the least you should do, find out the laws of the land. Make sure you respect all the laws of the land. Don't wait until you become wanting, until you are found wanting, before you learn the laws of the land. For crying out loud, I don't see any country where people will support the fact that older people should have stuff with minors. We are not savages, for crying out loud. We are human beings, and we should behave woke. We should behave upright, not like primitive people who have just been delivered from the jungles. Everywhere we go, must we carry stains? Must we carry bad remarks? It looks like the people of Africa are savages just because of the way we go out there to represent ourselves. You must not be caught before you learn. You must not be caught before you take precaution. I am sure that he is going to learn his own lessons in the worst way ever, because I believe that the UK government will not let him off the hook. He has been caught with his hand in the cooking jar. So my advice to you all out there: take care of your loved ones, take care of your kids, your daughters, your nieces. Protect them from men like David, all right? Yes, protect your... Hi there, Lamido Mohammed. You're welcome to my life. Protect your children. All right. Now, I should say that I was saying that for to build my audience and then maybe digress a bit from the topic. But now let's talk about what is making news on social media. What is actually making news is Baltazar. I call him Emperor Baltazar because he was out for a conquest, and indeed he conquered. I have done several videos about this person. I have done sit down videos. I have even done a live before this one. But I thought that the news will stop coming in. But it appears that we are going to be talking about Baltazar for some time, because there are updates every day. We keep having updates, in as much as I had made a video declaring that that video was the last I will be doing on the person of Baltazar. But unfortunately, we still have updates coming in every day. So I am just going to give you a roundup of let me give you a foundation of who Baltazar is and what Baltazar has done. Okay? Baltazar, for those of you who don't know, he is the most popular man on social media last week, and he is popular for a very crazy reason. Yes, he is from Equatorial Guinea, and his full name is Baltazar Ebang Engunga. Yes, that's his full name. He used to work as the Director General for Investigation on Financial Affairs in Equatorial Guinea. It's a very powerful position to hold. For the Nigerians, it's something like the EFCC, the boss of the EFCC. To the Cameroonians, it's something like the boss of Kunak, all those things that have to do with financial crimes. Yes, he is the boss there in Equatorial Guinea. It is called ANIF. So it is said that Baltazar had some huge sums of money transferred from the public accounts of his establishment to his private account. Huge sums of money, yes, in millions. So he was being investigated for that. Imagine a financial crime boss being investigated for fraud, for money laundering, for embezzlement. So it's a big crime. And he had many people who were against him, based on the fact that he is a very powerful man. His father too is also a very powerful man, because his father is the current president of CEMAC. For those of you who know about CEMAC region, it's an economic region made up of about 6 countries. There is Cameroon, Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Congo, Gabon, and which other one? Thereabouts. So this economic bloc is called CEMAC, and all of these countries that I mentioned belong to CEMAC. And Baltazar's father is the boss. He is the president of CEMAC region. So personally, Baltazar comes from a powerful background. His father is very influential. Baltazar himself is very influential because he is very educated, and then he has a good job, and he is rich. He has everything going on for him. Now, what actually transpired is, when Baltazar was incarcerated, His personal belongings were seized. His mobile phones and his computer were seized based on investigations. All right. So when the files in his laptop and phones were being looked upon, now that's where all hell let loose. Normally your counsel, your team of counsels have to be there for these investigations to go on. All right. So among his team, his younger brother was there. Now, amongst the files that were seen in his computer, there is that kind of file that you and I will not like for people to see. That file that you do everything possible to hide it from human eyes because you have some little dirty secrets in it. So you will not want for people to see those files. So unfortunately, because Baltazar was not there and because he was incarcerated, his files were exposed. And now in the presence of his younger brother, he saw videos of his own wife, the younger brother of Baltazar, where Baltazar was conquering his wife, and it did not go well with him. It didn't go down with Baltazar. So his younger brother took those videos and then exposed them on social media just to expose his brother for what he has been doing. Now, the long and short of it is some of the women in Baltazar's 400 X-rated videos, some of the women are the wives of very, very influential and powerful people in Equatorial Guinea. For instance, the daughter of the president was one of the women who participated in Baltazar's X-rated videos. Also, there's the wife of the chief of cabinet. There's the wife of Baltazar's personal bodyguard. Also, there's the wife of the chief of police, the police boss, the police chief in Equatorial Guinea, his wife. There's also the wife of very powerful people, including the chief judge. Now, upon more revelations as to Baltazar's case, it was discovered that this exposure of the videos were not only because Baltazar's younger brother was angry at him, but it was only also like a political ploy, to have some powerful men against Baltazar. Now, what I gather generally is that the people of Equatorial Guinea have a promiscuous lifestyle that it is acceptable to them. Because from what I have seen on majority of the videos, it looks like when they make out, they like to record it. And when they record it, they don't feel embarrassed or ashamed, to show it off, or maybe keep it, and then even if it gets discovered, they don't have a problem with that, because almost every person who participated in the 400 videos has more than one video and with more than one man. Actually, there is a site that I happen to have joined. Yes, we have first-hand information that pop up from there. Yes, we have even some interviews. We have people giving in their own opinions. Unfortunately, it's in Spanish. Even if I want to play the videos to you, I may not be able to do so because all of it is in Spanish. But we still have people on there who translate to French. And of course, I am lucky to understand French, so I am able to bring you the gist just as it is. Now, owing to the fact that Baltazar has been exposed for what he has been doing with his female colleagues and some women who are married to very powerful men in Equatorial Guinea, he now was going to be prosecuted for that as well, because there was also a post made by the president of their country, His Excellency President Teodoro Obiang Gema Basogo, where he was stating that if it was like a ploy to spread illnesses, that Baltazar had carnal knowledge of so many women, he will be prosecuted for that. But in defense, Baltazar's counsels were saying that Baltazar didn't force anybody, and Baltazar was not in in a position of spreading any illnesses, because all these people had their medical records seen by Baltazar before anything even transpired. Now, personally, I think that it was a case of one woman kissing and telling. Yes, by that I mean one woman went there and saw that it was good, this is a great guy, and then went to tell the others, and then the others came calling in, because you would see that there were a bunch of women who were just will I say sad. There were a bunch of women who were not looking so happy from the beginning of every scene, but immediately after the scene you see them really fulfilled, you see them really happy. So I want to believe that what Baltazar did with these women, the women actually wanted it, and the women were actually in need of this work. All right, so now the catch here is, couple of days after Baltazar's videos popped up on social media and people were talking about it, everybody felt compassion for his wife. Everybody was like, oh, Baltazar's not a great guy. Even if you want to cheat, you don't have to record. Even if you record, you need to keep it private, or you need to delete it. Even if you want to have extra marital affairs, 1 or 2 is fine, but 400 is a disaster. 400, that as a matter of fact, maybe Baltazar's wife will not be able to show her face outside. She will feel so embarrassed for the kind of man she's married to, that it is really shameful for her husband to be caught in that kind of scandal. Even the financial crime that took him in the first place is no longer very public. Many people don't even know that he was taken in for financial crime, and not these X-rated videos. So most people now tie his arrest to X-rated videos. No, he is in for financial crime. And then now, due to the fact that these X-rated videos have come out, I'm sure his charges have also increased, because it's no longer the financial crime again. He's also being charged for spreading illnesses. That is if he will be found guilty for adultery and other related crimes. Yes, public nudity and stuff. So he's been accused of a whole lot of things. Now, this is where the twist comes in. Mrs. Baltazar's wife, whom everybody was having pity, mercy, everybody pitied this lady. It turned out to be that her own video started flooding social media. You see the kind of videos that Baltazar has, exactly the same kind of video his wife has, and many of them. Personally, I have seen 4 of such videos, and in one of the videos it is said allegedly that the man in that video is the chief judge of that country, and that particular man did this woman dirty, I mean nasty. It was not like something that was fun, because you could see her twist and turn. At first it was enjoyable for her, but as they went through, as they continued doing it, she started to show signs of not being comfortable anymore. She started showing signs of maybe feeling pain or stuff. The man was really wild on this lady, but you could see the lady positioning the camera. She was the one actually positioning the camera, which means that she wanted to be recorded. It is not the first time she's been recording. She's been recorded. Also, I saw nude videos of her, touching her body and then doing stuff to herself, and then she also posted it, or it was also gotten alongside her nudes. So it's not like a thing of maybe mistake, or maybe she was held under duress or something. No, this is what she wanted to do, because you could see her all smiley. She was even positioning the camera. She wanted to be recorded. She wanted to be filmed. So now that her nudes are out, Many people came out again to judge this woman, just like they judged Baltazar. You are a bad woman. Even if your husband is dealing with so many women outside, the least you can do is maybe move out of the marriage. You doing same thing your husband did is an embarrassment. Sisterhood is not appreciative of what you have done. You have actually embarrassed the female folk. You are a disgrace. Blah 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 blah. You know, they said so many nasty and derogatory things to Baltazar's wife. But all of that, still, I didn't come up with a video because I needed to know why. Why so many negative comments? Why would her videos pop out only when her husband's own popped out? Do you know what I discovered? I discovered politics in everything. You know, they would always tell you that politics is a dirty game. Yes. So this is Baltazar's family playing dirty in public. Yes. Actually, there is one report that says that it suggests that Mrs. Baltazar brought out her nudes, brought out her own X-rated videos by herself, that she herself had them posted, because for the fact that they are already holding her husband down for the financial crime, all these other ones now related to the X-rated videos of Baltazar, the 400 videos of Baltazar, were going to add to his crime. And now the people who are responsible for judging him also featured in Mrs. Baltazar's own videos. For instance, the chief judge. There is a video of herself and the chief judge making out wildly. Now, how the hell is somebody who has been seen in a video like that be given that kind of case to preside over? How the hell is the chief judge going to preside over Baltazar's case after he has been seen on social media with Baltazar's wife making out? So now that is where the problem is. So it is a case of two camps fighting. Some strong people, very powerful people, want Baltazar out of the public sphere. They want him out of his office. They just want to bring him down. But you know, Bonnie and Clyde is together forever. So Baltazar's wife now had to play dirty by bringing out her own X-rated videos to discredit the people who are supposed to be judging her husband. Because of course, you see the judge with Baltazar's wife. How is the judge going to preside over a case of a man he's laid with his wife that is public? How? So that is where they twist it. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you judging Baltazar's wife, Mrs. Baltazar did this to fight for her husband. She feels that her husband deserves to be free. He deserves to be a free man. Remember that there were remarks on the fact that there were no minors that he had stuff to do with. They were only adults and he didn't force anyone. Most of these people, their videos, their nude videos that they sent to this man touching themselves in some kind of places, have also featured on Facebook, on Telegram. Yes, it looks like the women will send their videos to this man, and then he will look at the videos, and then if he finds the videos appealing, then you the woman, you get to do a test and then send to him, because he said he didn't do stuff with people who did not do their test, and that he's not guilty for wanting to spread any illnesses because he himself is not sick. He didn't have any illness he was suffering from. So the ladies actually asked for it, and he gave them what they wanted. He gave them what they requested for. So he should not be blamed for, helping the women out. He should not be blamed for sorting them out when they needed him the most. That is what is being said on that platform. So I don't need you to take the wrong narratives home. But Baltazar's wife exposed her own videos by herself so that she can discredit the people in charge of her husband's case, because she had stuff to do with a couple of them. For now, I have only seen 4 videos of Baltazar's wife. And there's something also very interesting that I saw. Now, there is this elderly woman who has like 8 videos in Baltazar's conquest videos. Okay, I call them conquest videos, and I hope you understand. Now, there's this dark elderly woman who has about 8 videos on Baltazar's conquest videos. Okay, there is a recent video that just popped out. Was it yesterday? I saw that video on Saturday, where Baltazar is wearing the brown up and down, the brown uniform the prisoners in Equatorial Guinea wear. He's wearing a prisoner's uniform, and then inside the toilet again, he was seen conquering that same lady that they have 8 videos together. That same lady seems to be a bi, because she also has a couple of videos with other women. So this particular lady has a new video. I saw that video on Saturday, where she was making out with Baltazar in prison. So now the question is, do these people just enjoy recording stuff and then posting it, or is it some kind of fetish that we cannot understand, or someone hacked into their phones and then has been releasing stuff to the internet, or what? Because at this point in time, I can't understand. He's been incarcerated. He's been accused of certain kind of things, and he is still seen doing stuff like that. Now, at some point, I want to believe that maybe he actually has a relationship like marriage, or like, I don't know, spousal, with this lady in question, because I understand that if you are married and you're being incarcerated, you have rights to conjugal visits. So, but a conjugal visit in a toilet is questionable. So, how did the woman even have access to the toilet? How did the woman even have access to Baltazar in his prison uniform until they recorded a video? Now, that video is on social media. Is it that these Equatorial Guineans are not serious? Is it like this is something they always do? I don't find that funny. I don't understand. So for those of you who are going to watch this video later after the live, I need you to tell me what your comments are. What do you think about this story? Are we going to stop getting updates from Baltazar and family? Are we continuing to get updates? Are we going to continue to get updates? Because it seems like the updates will not stop coming in. So, as always, leave your comments at the comment section. Thank you so much for those of you watching live. Thank you so much for joining my live. I just needed to come over and give you this update sharp. I would have come live yesterday, but I didn't find the time to do so. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, and see you on my next live. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much. See you on my next live. All right.